on the edge of a cliff. Realize there must be more to life than this. Reaching for the stars, traveling so far, like a dragonfly. Just grab my hand from him, send with me tonight.
My channel is about all things chronic illness, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Good morning, guys. Happy Tuesday. I just literally broke the chair, y'all. Don't make no doggone sense. Did I break it? That's my cue to my big behind need to lose weight. I tried to scoot it and the leg got caught. And I don't know, I guess it just came unscrewed. I don't know, y'all. Anyways, happy Tuesday. Start this over again. So, new followers, welcome to the channel. I am Cheryl, aka Smiles Behind Lupus. My channel is all things chronic illness related. I have lupus, of course, because of the name. But if you like the video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I would appreciate it. To all of my loyal followers, hey, how are you guys? So I thought my doctor's appointment was yesterday for my phone call, but it's actually today. It's 10:32, and my thing is scheduled for 10:30. I already know they ain't gonna be on time. Well, of course they're not on time. So while I wait for the pulmonologist to call me, just, I guess, a little more updates. I have started my Plaquenil. I started it Friday. So today's the 4th. No, today's the 5th, will be the 5th day. All right, 1, 2. Yep, today will be day 5. I'm checking my oxygen. So, day 5. My body is sensitive when it comes to medication, but lots of praying. The only thing, like, I guess, like, I don't have an appetite. Like, literally right now, I've got chips that I'm trying to make myself eat because I'm shaky, but I don't have, like, a desire to eat anything else, which is difficult. That, I think, will be the only side effect so far is, like, my stomach will cramp, like, really, really bad. Probably for about, I don't know, about 45 minutes to an hour after I take it, I'll have, like, severe cramping. It doesn't last long. It'll be maybe about a good 15 minutes, and then I'll just kind of keep munching on stuff to make the discomfort, like, subside. But I do eat, I do take it on a full stomach. So normally what I do is I normally have yogurt, but I'm out. And then I'll take my Lupavita and my probiotic, which I'm about to stop taking that after this week because it says it can affect or interact with your Benlysta. I did not know that. So, yeah, I normally do that, and then, like, lunchtime or whenever I eat lunch is normally actually about 2, 3 o'clock is when I normally eat. I will then take the Plaquenil because I know I have enough food in my system. So I think that works. The last few days, I've still just been not feeling good. Had a migraine yesterday. for whatever reason, I don't know if my body's become immune to the migraine medicine, but it just doesn't seem to work like it used to. And my pain doctor wanted me to take, he recommended a couple other things that I could take, but I just, it's a struggle. Like, I don't like taking medication. So I have this little, hey.
Hey, this is Dr. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good. So I have you on my schedule. I'm sorry that we couldn't meet face to face.
It's okay.
Have you been?
At first I was okay, but within the last probably 3-4 months, my breathing has started to be, labored. Like getting out of the shower, talking too long. Like I'll check my sats and they're like 87.
What?
Yeah, my lupus, it was in remission for the last 2 years.
Right.
And I was in an elevator accident last June, and so I think the trauma.
What do you mean an elevator accident? That sounds
I know,
terrible.
right? Yeah, so the elevator dropped from the 3rd floor down, so it caused me to have a herniated disc in my neck. So
oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Where did that happen?
We were there for a track meet, and we were going to stay in the dorms as the track team. And yeah.
You kidding me?
No.
Wow.
So that triggered a lot of, I guess, for it to resurface. And so
Jesus.
I've switched rheumatologist. I'm now seeing Dr.
Yeah, he's great. I like him.
I really like him. And so he started me. I'm back on Plaquenil.
Yeah.
I started that Friday, and he's also started me back on the Benlysta, the Belimumab.
Yes.
But I'm going to be doing the auto injector, so I'm doing that weekly. So I haven't started it. I should start it next week.
Okay.
So that's why I was like, I need to get this, the PFT done because something's not right.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but you don't think, so tell me about the inhalers. You don't think it's asthma related. So you think it's lupus related.
I think it's lupus related. And honestly, I haven't used the inhalers probably only once or twice when you first gave it to me. And I told the nurse that I know my script is expired because I haven't done anything with it. But I don't really feel like I'm not wheezing or anything.
Okay.
It's just extreme shortness of breath, and my heart rate will go up to about 117, and it'll take about a good 5-10 minutes, after I rest and stop what I'm doing, and it'll come back to normal.
Okay. So I think we need to retest you. Did anything for this or not?
I haven't told him. I know I'm a bad patient. I knew I was going to see you, so I'd rather talk to you than relay the message to him.
So let me tell you, obviously, I wish, and I still hope, that this was just asthma, because that's the best case scenario. And even though you're not wheezing, you don't necessarily have to have wheezing and you could have asthma. Mm-hmm. I really hope that that's the case, because the treatment is easy and the prognosis on that is actually quite good. Now, if this was lupus related, there are two main possibilities. One is that lupus may be affecting the arteries of the lungs, called pulmonary hypertension, mm-hmm. and people can have what we call exercise-induced pulmonary hypertension. That's really hard to diagnose, mm-hmm. and especially at the beginning, because you see doctors and they'll tell you, "Oh, you don't have pulmonary hypertension," because they look at your heart and your heart looks okay because you're young. Mm-hmm. The problem is when by the time your heart gets in trouble, it's because it's already damaged. So you don't want a young person to have a damaged heart. And so if we do testing, let's say we do testing, we don't find anything, and you do have evidence of, oxygen changes with activity, then you need to do a special test to document that you don't have exercise-induced hypertension, because over time, it's like if you're having high blood pressure over time, as you exercise your body with high blood pressure, you will have consequences in the long run. So I don't know if this is a vascular problem related to lupus. I don't know if lupus is affecting your pipes or your lungs and that's when you gotta repeat imaging studies of your lungs. And then lastly, if we don't find any of that, then you go into, okay, maybe this is some simple asthma. But lupus can give you shortness of breath in so many different ways. I mean, I have had patients that have extensive workup and they tell them this is all anxiety. And then after very, very extensive workup, I found out that they have myopathy, so muscle weakness of the respiratory muscles that by itself can give you shortness of breath. Mm-hmm. So I would not, in other words, we just gotta be patient and try to figure it out, why you get short of breath, as you pointed out, and if your oxygen is actually indeed dropping or not. Because if you do have lupus, even though you're checking your oxygen could be dropping just because you get a little Raynaud's, which basically means your fingertips can get a little bluish from the lupus, and then your oxygen level may not be low, but it just may be that your finger probe doesn't work well. So I don't know. I'm just going to have to do the whole thing. I think just have to do the whole thing again and go from there. So.
Because I know we were doing that before, but then I started getting better, so we held off on the whole exercise-induced pulmonary hypertension.
Yeah.
Because I know I had the heart caths and stuff before with Dr.
Yeah.
But like I said, I haven't seen him in probably 2 years because he just said come back as needed. So.
Yeah, because your cath was okay, and the reality is that, again, we need to do dynamic testing. I'm just going to be patient and organized, okay?
Okay.
Right heart cath arrest would not be helpful anymore unless the echo shows something bad, which I don't think you have. If we do another cath, we'll have to do a cath when you're riding a bike so we can know what your pulmonary pressure is doing when you're exercising, which is your main problem. But I don't want to go that invasive yet. Let me start from from other testing, and then I'll talk. When you see him that I'm your lung doctor, we communicate all the time, and then he'll probably give me a buzz, and then we'll get on the same page.
Okay, I will definitely send him a message.
Okay. I'm sorry you're going through this, but at least I feel that we're staying in top of things. So
yeah. So my PFT do you have those results?
I have so I want to dissect the numbers. So what I have to do is I have to get into the computer and look at the raw data, which I don't have access yet.
Okay.
So let me look at that, because I need to be able to do the raw data to compare to all the previous raw data. Otherwise, we just jump into, interpretations. So, we discussed before that people like you sometimes need what we call a cardiopulmonary exercise test, because the PFTs are not really sensitive to detect subtle problems. They only detect when they're major problems. So yeah, let me get all the raw data so I can analyze that before we can jump into conclusions. Okay. I'm going to order some additional tests, and I'll try to bundle everything up and I'll put it together for you.
Okay, that sounds good. I don't see him again until December.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I think we're going to open the office next month.
Okay.
So what I'll do is I'll bring you down to the office as soon as we open. And after we complete the testing, I'm going to order today.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. And obviously, if you have oxygenation problems that are getting worse, just call me. I mean, worst case scenario, I'll give you some oxygen for a little bit until we figure it out. But just keep me posted on what's going on.
Yeah, because I do get chest tightness. So I'm, I guess, not always a good patient when it comes to that. I just know I guess being in the medical field is like I don't want to go to the ER if I don't have to go to the ER. So
Right.
I'm just,
I do the same thing, and I'm
yeah.
not. So I understand what you're saying. I mean, it's just really painful to go there, and then they'll tell you that you need to go see your pulmonologist.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly.
yeah, no, I hear you. But just keep checking your oxygen and let me know if anything drastic, changes.
Okay. But yeah, I'll definitely keep an eye out on it. It's just I don't know. I just feel over the last few, probably like the last month, it's just, to me, it's just harder to breathe. Like, when I'm out, like having to go to the grocery store and I'm like, okay, this is like, I'm really struggling. Like, even if my sats may at the time say, it's okay, but I'm like, it's hard.
And I
So,
don't know how much of that is weakness from lupus. I don't know how much of that is bronchitis problem. I don't know how much of that could be pulmonary hypertension. That's the complexity of this in
yeah.
people with lupus. And that's why we need to try to be patient, do one thing at a time. And sometimes we just end up treating everything, to be honest. That's what I wanted to just treat the asthma because I thought that was simple enough.
Mm-hmm.
But
And
I agree with you. We shouldn't just treat the asthma and forget about the other possibilities. So.
Yeah, and I can definitely know, like, the couple of times I used the inhaler, when you gave it to me, I personally didn't see a difference. So
Right.
that's why I was just like, well, there's really no point in me having to use this because, like I didn't feel like it was opening anything up.
Right,
So.
right. Well, that's fair enough. That's what we wanted to try it. So.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I will just wait to hear back from the office about the other testing, and
Okay.
I will definitely contact to let him know what's going on.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right. We'll talk to you soon. Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
There you have it. Y'all, I can't take no more extra news or this is a lot, guys. Like, it really is. Like, he's such a good lung doctor, and he was ready to send me to I think he was wanting to send me to UAB, to a tertiary care, someone, a facility that could actually handle what problems I have, because our city is just not well equipped as far as, like, you may have good doctors, the hospitals aren't good enough to get whatever done. Yeah, it's just a lot right now. Like, sometimes I wonder at night, like, oxygen could be helpful for me at night, but I don't know. So I'm about to send a message to my rheumatologist to give him an update. I don't know. Like, just me sitting here, like, I'm out of breath. I'm trying to, like, I'm sweating because, like, I don't feel good. And it's like when you don't feel good, but you don't know what it is. And that's the life we live when you have lupus. Like, it mimics so many other ailments and causes so many other ailments that it's just overwhelming for doctors to. You have to find a doctor that truly cares about their patients and truly cares to do research to get to the bottom of things, because most doctors will just blow you off and say it's this, and just deal with it. Like he said, like they'll say, oh, it's anxiety, or it's I don't know. Just a lot right now, guys. Just a lot. I just want to feel better. That's it. Like, in a real world that, with lupus, it's kind of like, what is better? I should have recorded that phone call. I know I said I was done. So I'm waiting on my Benlysta auto injector. My doctor, for whatever reason, sent it to the hospital, like, outpatient pharmacy. And the girl was like, I said, well, you guys aren't my pharmacy. I don't come down to the hospital like that So she's like, oh, we have a courier that can deliver it to you. And she was like, let me check your address. Yeah, you're in the, area that they can deliver it. So I'm like, okay. And so she's like, we'll call you the first thing next week or the beginning of the week to let you know what day. But then last night I noticed they charged my credit card because they had me put a card on file. So they charged it. And I was like, well, nobody called me, so let me, follow up. Why does this girl, she can't give me a tracking number because the girl that does tracking is not there? Why is it that no one else knows how to do the tracking? That's number one. Number two, they mailed it. And I said, it's an injection. Like, so is it coming by, UPS? Because if it is, it's going to get to you when it's supposed to. She's like, no, it's coming by regular mail. I was supposed to get an Amazon box yesterday from the mail service, and it didn't come. They said it's going to come Thursday. But it showed up at my door today. I have no clue who delivered it, if it was UPS or the mail service that delivered the Amazon box. So my thing is, she's like, well, it's insulated and it has ice. But if they're not delivering stuff when they say they're not, delivering, who is to say the stuff is even good? Y'all, I'm so over. This is the stuff with being sick that we have to go through when they tell us not to stress out about things that we end up stressing out about, when you can't even tell me where the package is, when it's really going to get to me. And I know how the postal service works. I've had so many packages delayed when they'll say, oh, it's coming. It's 8 o'clock. It's not here. Oh, it's a delay. And then they'll update and say, oh, it's not going to be here for 2 more days. So I'm just praying that this stuff gets to me today, because if it doesn't feel cold, I can't use it. I mean, I just, y'all. Okay, so after my whole rant, probably like less than 30 minutes after I got off, the box did show up. And I guess they have a special couriers that do the expedited shipments, because it wasn't our normal mail carrier. So it came, it's in the fridge. It was still cool. They even include like a tracking strip, so you can see if it's overheated or not. So that's a good feature. So I won't complain about it. So I am heading to one of our board members' house for the nonprofit that I'm a board member of, to pick up a few items from her, and then I have to go by to one of our grant recipients.
Take exit 3 towards Maxwell Street and Jordan Street.
Sorry. So I have to go by I'm the grant liaison for one of the grant recipients. So we just do monthly check-ins. Normally,
to 1721
I do it via email.
In 1.5 miles,
but
take exit 3 towards Maxwell Street and Jordan Street.
Okay, thanks. But I'm gonna drop off some goodies to their office. I went and got some chocolates, like Snickers and stuff like that I'm gonna put in a jar with our sticker logo on it, and drop off some posters because it's membership season. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Don't really my stomach was not, after I got off, it was so bad. Just trying to get used to this medicine. I didn't even take the Plaquenil yet. I tried to eat some spaghetti, but I couldn't even finish all of it. All right, sorry about that. It's an hour and a half later. I don't even know what I'm saying. I just left dropping things off to the grant recipient, and we we ended up talking for like over an hour and didn't expect that. But so I did email my rheumatologist to let him know what's going on with my breathing situation and what the doctor said, and he is on board for whatever the pulmonologist wants to do. But he does definitely want me to get my Benlysta started. I told him I was going to start it on Sunday, and he said that I really need to get that started Sunday. It doesn't stop the course of my treatments plan or anything right now. So I'm praying that once I get the Benlysta in my system, that maybe that will help with my breathing. Because I want to say me getting taken off of Benlysta at one point or something, they took me off of and it triggered me to get so sick, and that's why I ended up being on oxygen for those 2 years. So yeah, but I'm about to my stomach finally feels better. I have energy, but I'm going to be going by Walmart to pick up a few items. I just need yogurt, really, and to just help with my stomach and stuff in the morning, since I'm going to stop taking the probiotic. So yeah, I will definitely, these people, it's like nobody knows how to drive. But yeah, let me get off of here. But so that's, my game plan for the rest of the day. No more appointments this week. And the next video you see from me is showing you how to do the Benlysta auto injector. So yeah.